What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pure Evil MMA Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Evil Eddie, and we are back here on day 3 of the MMA. Oh, what's going on, Spark? We're back here on day 3 of the MMA Trivia Challenge, where we got 4 podcasters going head-to-head, 2 versus 2 in a tournament, where they have a chance to win a $15 gift certificate. And then, if they get past the tournament finals, they go into the Bowser boss of Donnie Rocket. So today, we got Irish Jake joining us. What's going on, Jake? How you doing, man? I know you're over in Dublin. It's a little late over there, but how you doing, bro?
I'm doing very well, man. I'm doing well.
Really quick, how's the audio on your end? It's not lagging, is it?
Nope, not at all.
So we're doing good. So the way this is going to work for people that may be seeing this for the first time, we have about 13 questions that we're going to be asking Jake here. And he has to get as many right, obviously. It's going to be multiple choice, and he's going to be going head-to-head with Juice from everyone's favorite new podcast, Fighting With Myself. And he's going to be coming on here live tonight at 10 p.m., so in just about 4.5 hours. And Jake, do you know who Juice is, by chance?
I know Juice very well.
The infamous Juice.
Juice and I get on very well.
Does he sing you songs? Does he sing you birthday songs like he did for Serena today?
Yes, he does.
He actually's got like a pretty decent voice. It's I know there's so many people out there that are like, what the fuck is he? But I just love his personality. He just comes across. He's just a great guy. So this is gonna be kind of sad if if you beat him. I'm going to be a little bit upset here. I think everyone's going to be a little bit upset. So let's see if you're the underdog, bro. You're the underdog. So I'm actually going to root for you. I'm rooting for you. I hope you fucking crush Juice. This is where we in the post edit we put Tito Ortiz crushing the juice box. That's what we got to do here. But Jake, before we jump into it, I just want to let everybody know, what's the name of your podcast and what do you got going on for 2020 here?
Well, the name of my podcast, I run it with another guy from Twitter, Hayden MMA, called the Generic MMA Podcast, GMMAP. We put episodes up when we can, it's a bit of laugh, it's a bit of banter about MMA. Sometimes we do serious stuff, sometimes it's just memes. So go check it out if you have a chance.
You guys do like meme reviews and all that too?
Yeah.
Because the MMA Reddit has a page strictly made for MMA memes that I just came across last year. And after every event or every big news article, they get some pretty interesting ones. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing more this year of some more reaction videos. Let's jump right into this thing, baby. We got some trivia questions to jump into, all multiple choice with the first question. The UFC show with the most pay-per-view buys ever as of January of 2013. So take away all the McGregor, the Ronda Rousey as of 2013. Is it A, UFC 66, Chuck Liddell versus Tito Ortiz 2? B, UFC 94, George St. Pierre versus BJ Penn 2? C, UFC 100, Brock Lesnar versus Frank Mir 2? Or D, UFC 116, Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin?
All right. I know this. I'm going to go with C, UFC 100.
Why do you say that?
Man, I have studied for this.
Now, how old were you when UFC 100 came out? Because that seems like forever ago at this point.
Oh, when was UFC 100?
A long time ago. Here, let me get the exact date for that. I mean, if you think about Brock Lesnar coming into the UFC and then losing against Frank Mir, the Alistair Overeem fight. He's had a couple of decent fights where he won, but it was just crazy to see him beat Frank Mir at UFC 100. 2009. So I was a sophomore in college.
I was probably only after starting like my first couple of years in school, man. Like that's that's insane.
Yeah, 2009. That's 11 years ago. It's crazy. But it's kind of crazy because that held the record for so long. And by the way, your answer is correct. C is the correct answer. You nailed it. But it held the record for so long until Conor McGregor and then Ronda Rousey. Conor got like 3 top pay-per-view sales, which is remarkable, even though the hype hasn't been feeling too real leading up to this next one. So this next one is going to be a true or false one, switching it up here. BJ Penn coined the phrase, "Everybody has a game plan until they get hit." Is that true or false? Was that from BJ Penn, or is it not from BJ Penn?
That's not from BJ Penn. False, surely.
Now, bonus, do you know who said that? You're correct. It's false. Who said it?
Mike Tyson said that.
No, there are the shirts, which I have one too. Everyone has a game plan to get the hit in the face. But it's actually Mirko Cro Cop who said it during an interview before his fight against Gabriel Gonzaga. It's since been repeated by tons of fighters, but I have that same shirt that you're talking about with the Mike Tyson on it. That's why I put it in there. It's a trick question. All right.
Cool,
we got another one. Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell fought each other how many times? Open-ended question.
3 times.
Correct. You're 3 for 3, man. On a roll. Are these too easy for you right now?
No, man. I don't know. I mean, you made the question. I'm just smart.
You're just crushing it right now. Crushing that juice. All right. Which one of these is not a part of the Nevada State Athletic Commission's rules?
Oh, my God.
Hair pulling, the use of abusive language in a fight area, heel kicks to the kidney, timidity, avoiding contact, dropping of the mouthpiece, faking an injury, or spitting at an opponent. Which one of these is not sanctioned as a foul?
So, which one of those can you get away with in Nevada?
Yeah, which one of those pretty much aren't illegal? Hair pulling, the use of abusive language, heel kick to the kidney, avoiding contact, / dropping mouthpiece, / faking an injury, or spitting at an opponent. Which one of these is not a part of the list where you could get away with it? It's not illegal.
I'm going to go with abusive language.
Or is it E, all of the above?
No, I'm sticking with abusive language.
So this is where the music that we need for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with da-da-da-da-da-da. Is that your final answer? Da-da-da-da-da. All the lights are on you right now. That's your final answer.
That's my final answer.
That's incorrect. It was all of them. All of the above.
You can get away with all of them.
No.
Oh, yeah.
They're all under the list as a foul, sanctioned as a foul.
Really?
So hair pulling, the use of abusive language, heel kick to the kidney, avoiding contact, spitting on opponent. You can't do any of that. So you got 3 right and 1 wrong, correct? Is that where we're at right now? Not even keeping score right now. I think you're 3 for 1, correct? You got 3 for 1? All right, we're going to stay with that. We're going to go back and look. All right. What does VADA stand for? VADA. What does that stand for? Open-ended.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the first 2 words. Voluntary. That's all I'm going to put in. Voluntary. That's the first one.
Voluntary.
So what does the ADA stand for? VADA stands for what? Voluntary. The last A stands for agency. So voluntary blank blank agency. There's another little hint there.
Voluntary. I can see it.
Think about what they do. What does VADA do?
I keep seeing VACA for some reason. Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency.
Got it. Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency. It's a little weird, right? Does that throw you off? Because at first a lot of people will go Vegas. No. It's not. That's why I had to give you the first and the last. So you're 4 for 1.
I definitely would have said Vegas.
I know a lot of people would. All right, next question. Which one of these fighters was not a former WEC champ that was signed to the UFC? Chris Lieben, Brian Stann, Carlos Condit, or Eddie Alvarez? Which one of these were not WEC champion?
Eddie Alvarez.
Correct. Got it. Nailed it. 5 for 1, man. If you get 2 wrong, things can turn a corner real quick, like Rhino was saying. All right. So you're 5 for 1 right now, killing the game. This fighter beat Mark Hunt via KO in a professional MMA fight. Is it A, Mirko Cro Cop, B, Melvin Manhoff, C, Fedor Emelianenko, or D, Alistair Overeem? These fighters beat Mark Hunt via KO.
I know Melvin Manhoff has, and I know Alistair Overeem has. So, is there 2 correct answers? Or?
Yes, I'm going to give you that. It's one of those 2. So 50-50 right there. But which one of them beat him by KO? Think about it very carefully.
I'm going to say Overeem, because the Manhoff one may have been by TKO. I'm going to go with Overeem.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That's incorrect. Melvin Manhoff, you're supposed to go with your gut on that. Because I knew in the back of your mind, you were like, it's Melvin. But then you started second guessing yourself, right?
Yeah.
So you are now 5 and 2, I believe. Someone in the fucking comments help me out here. Is he 5 and 2 now, or is he 4? I think you're 5 and 2.
I'm 5 and 2.
Juice, Juice is sitting there.
Comment guy, I will fight you. I'll beat you up.
Let's see.
Right.
I don't even have the. Where's my other phone? Because I want to see some of these comments that people are in there. Because I know Donnie's in there. He's always having a ball, saying that he's getting all of them right. So let me pull that up. You're actually doing pretty well, man.
Donnie, I will beat you in a fight. I do UFC.
You know what? What's really funny? I went to Walmart the other day. I was walking in. I had my dog in my hand, and this guy, he heard me on the phone, and he came up to me. He was like, "Hey, what do you do? I heard you, talking about MMA." He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to train UFC, but I'm a little afraid to because I could really hurt somebody." And I laughed at him. He was like, "No, for real. I really hurt someone. That's why I don't train UFC." And I was just like, "Oh my God, get me the fuck out of here." This is why a lot of people don't go out to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch fights. Like, do you go out to watch fights or you like watch them at home?
No, I watch them at home all the time.
Yeah, I had Jimmy Smith on a couple of months ago, and he was like, "Man, I cannot stand going out and just all the people talking to you, especially when the Mayweather thing was going on. It's like everyone was trying to give you their 2 cents, whether it was your ice cream man or your 8-year-old neighbor." Dude, my neighbor had me outside for 45 minutes talking about it. It just drove me fucking nuts. Who was the last Strikeforce heavyweight champion? Is it A, Fedor Emelianenko, B, Josh Barnett, C, Daniel Cormier, or D, Alistair Overeem? The last Strikeforce heavyweight champion. Now think closely about it. I'm not talking about the tournament. I'm talking about last heavyweight champion. That's a big clue right there.
You almost had me there, because the first thing that came to my head was Cormier. But then I remember the belt.
There was no belt for the tournament, so.
The belt for the tournament, surely.
So who was the last Strikeforce heavyweight champion? Fedor Emelianenko, Josh Barnett, Daniel Cormier, or Alistair Overeem? Overeem?
Overeem.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's correct. Got it. 6 and 1. 6 and 2, right? 6 and 2.
Why did I correct you?
Yo, they're gonna be on my ass now if I screw this up. I start giving you fucking. He's 8 and 3. Like, no, dude, we only had 5 questions. So you are now 6 and 2, correct?
Correct.
Oh my God, I need to be writing this shit down. This is why. This is a public service now. This is why you do not smoke a blunt before doing a quiz. This is why I had to go to night school and day school at the same time. I can't even get past 3rd grade. I don't even know the name for it. This is bad, man. This is just bad. I should not finish the rest of that blunt. All right. Which one of these fighters? Oh, no. That one's too easy. All right. This fighter is of Mexican descent. A, Kenny Florian, B, Hector Lombard, C, Brendan Vera, or D, Jeremy Stevens. Which one of these fighters is of Mexican descent? Kenny Florian, Hector Lombard, Brendan Vera, or Jeremy Stevens?
My gut said Stevens, but I always get him confused as to whether or not he's Italian or Mexican.
Well, Stevens isn't even an Italian last name, but you know what? If you look at him, he doesn't look like, he kind of looks Irish in a way. I don't even know what Jeremy Stevens really like.
I'm gonna go with Stevens. I know I'm gonna be wrong, but I know Lombard.
Why are you saying that though? Why are you saying Jeremy Stevens? What makes you think that? Because a lot of people would think of the Yair fight and the fans going crazy and all that.
Yeah, I remember, and this is the completely weirdest reason as to why I remember. But like on UFC 3, the game, and back at UFC 189 when they introduced the Reebok deal, he used to have like green and red shorts, which is like, it's either the Mexican colors or the Italian colors. So
that is crazy that's what you think of. That's,
yeah.
You're correct, man. You're correct. That little bit of knowledge that you stored away in your head for 5 years pulled through on the MMA Trivia Show. Dude,
thank you,
crazy.
Reebok.
That is so crazy that's what it was that makes you think that. Jesus. That was crazy, though, the Mexican fans going crazy for the Yair versus Jeremy Stevens, which it was a great fight in the rematch, but man, those fans didn't look good at all. And then you had just the commentary team getting shit thrown at them. Dude, you're doing good. You're 7-3. So that's 10. You're 10 questions in.
7-2.
You're 7-2?
7-2. God damn.
Well, I'm gonna have to double check this. Yeah, you are 7-2. Okay. Maybe 7-3. I gotta check. We gotta get some help over here. All right. Let's see. This is a very hard one. What is this submission called? Red shorts. Is it A, armbar, B, gogoplata, C, kimura, or D, omoplata? What is called red shorts?
Hold on, am I meant to be seeing something here now? Because like, okay, let's see. Can you send me over like an image or something?
An image? No. It's just called red shorts.
Right.
Here, I'm gonna give you a different one.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Okay.
This one's actually really crazy. Okay.
Oh.
Anderson Silva worked at which fast food restaurant prior to his MMA career? Is it A, McDonald's, B, Burger King, C, Wendy's, or D, Popeyes? Jake, did we?
I know.
There?
It's Burger King.
Think about it. Think about this. Anderson Silva worked at McDonald's prior to MMA. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, or Popeyes?
Burger King.
Final answer.
My answer.
Incorrect. It's actually McDonald's. Dude, imagine Anderson Silva handing you a fucking Big Mac. Yeah, McDonald's. It's just weird.
Yeah,
man.
I thought it was Burger. I thought he had like a Burger King logo or a Burger King sponsor on the short one. I think that's why
I feel like there's not many people out there that know that he worked at McDonald's for prior to his MMA career. But I would love to see a picture of that. Anderson Silva with a little McDonald's polo shirt on. All right, this one's I don't know if people are going to get mad at me for this one. I'm double questioning myself, if I should say. Okay, which two of these fighters has a kid with the same woman? Chuck Liddell and Tim Kennedy? Chuck Liddell and Frank Mir? Chuck Liddell and Verdum? Or Chuck Liddell and Fedor Emelianenko? Which two of these fighters has a child with the same woman?
Alright, it's definitely not Chuck and Fedor. if it is,
if it is, that kid is running house at his middle school. Like, stay away from him. And that's correct. I'm gonna eliminate that one for you. That's correct. So it's one of those 3 now. Tim Kennedy. I'll put it between Tim Kennedy, Frank Mir, and Verdum. Tim Kennedy, Frank Mir, and Verdum.
I'm gonna say Frank Mir.
And the girl's name, she is actually a fighter as well, Casey Noland. You're going with Frank Mir, Chuck Liddell and Frank Mir.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you another second to think about this. Chuck Liddell, Tim Kennedy, Chuck Liddell, Frank Mir, or Chuck Liddell and Verdum. Same woman.
No. I'm sticking with Frank Mir.
You're sticking with Frank Mir.
You're trying to mess me up, man.
It's incorrect. It's Tim Kennedy. Tim Kennedy. I was trying to help you there. Because everybody knows, Frank Mir's daughter's been in the cage recently trying to help him in the corner and do her own thing. So I thought that would, kind of help. But I don't think anybody really knows this. Probably about 10% of MMA fans actually know this. And this is from back in the day, man. So, Chuck Liddell, Tim Kennedy.
I had no idea.
Baby mama drama. Okay. True or false? Okay, so now you're 7-4?
Yeah. This is taking a very big downturn.
You got 2 more questions. This one should be pretty easy. Joe Rogan made his UFC debut as the same event as Vitor Belfort at UFC 12. True or false? Joe Rogan made his UFC debut, same event as Vitor Belfort did at UFC 12.
That is true. He kept calling him Victor Belfort.
Yes. Correct. Now you are 8-4. You know what? He's done it a couple times too. He's called Vitor Victor. All right. Let's see. I want to give you another one. Okay, true or false? Rory McDonald once got a new phone number. However, he did not update the UFC with his new number. For about 5 events, the UFC would text Rory asking what walkout song he wanted. The UFC got a response each time, but it was not Rory answering. Was this Rory McDonald, or was it somebody else?
That was Rory McDonald.
Now think about it, because is that your final answer?
Final answer.
One of the songs that this fighter walked out to was Rihanna's "We Found Love."
Yeah.
And you're correct, man. You got it. You nailed it. I thought that one definitely would have helped you be like, yeah, that's fucking it. So yeah, you are now 9-4. I'm gonna give you one more because that was the 13th, but I'm gonna give you one more just in case.
Yep.
This fighter was on an episode of Friends where he fought Monica's former boyfriend. Open-ended. What fighter?
Finally, my knowledge of sitcoms has come into use.
Now I'm going to give you another hint. Bruce Buffer was on this.
Tank Abbott.
Dude, nailed it. Tank Abbott. 10-4. Jake from Irish MMA killed it, man. Absolutely crushed it. I feel like I'm giving everybody easy fucking questions, but they're actually pretty difficult. The messages I've been getting on Twitter and in DMs is like, everyone's having fun doing this, man. And you started off strong, had a little trouble there in the center. You came through, man. 10-4. So we got to see if Juice pulls through tonight. So Jake, before we let you go, man, what's one episode from 2019 that you're most proud of that you did that people can go check out? And I'll share that link down below here in the description. What's one episode that you've been really proud of that you've done?
One episode that I'm really proud of? Probably episode 3. We were still trying to find our feet, and we got 2 guys on, Corey and Zach, and 2 guys that we had known, and it was just so much fun, so funny, and way more in depth than we thought it was going to be. just the episode where we really found our feet.
You got to really find the right people and the right energy. You know what I mean? It could be difficult sometimes doing it with a bunch of people. So episode number 3 of, what's the name of your podcast? The Generic MMA Podcast.
Yeah.
And where can people find you on social media that want to give you a follow?
Well, you can go to either of my Twitter accounts, at Jake Irish MMA or at Jake Fullmount. At Jake Fullmount is for Fullmount MMA, where I'm a writer. Also go check those guys out. Awesome crew, great YouTube channel.
And bold predictions for 2020. What are your bold predictions? What do you think is going to happen here? What champion do you think is going to lose their title this year?
Habib Nurmagomedov.
Do you think Habib's going to lose it?
I think he is going to lose it. And he's going to lose it to Tony Ferguson.
Hey, let's go, man. April, it's around the corner. Let's just hope that we can get there. And I'm sure that you guys are going to be doing a UFC 246 preview, correct?
Absolutely.
And last but not least, it was just announced today where, the Reebok shirt that came out with Conor McGregor, a lot of people weren't happy with it. The commercial came out. Did you see the commercial?
No, I didn't.
I'm going to tag you in the commercial. It's actually pretty interesting. And I think it would be interesting to hear your guys' take on it on your podcast. So, guys, go check out the Generic MMA Podcast. The link is down below. Especially go check out number 3. Jake, I want to thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see if you make it to the finale and crush that juice box, man. So, congratulations. And we'll talk to you soon.
I'm sending your ponytail ass podcast back into the fucking F League.
He's going to be singing his swan song. That's his next song. It's going to be a swan song. All right, Jake, have a great night, man. We'll talk to you soon. God bless. There you guys go. Jake, Irish MMA. Absolutely crushed it there. I'm surprised, man. I was actually really surprised how well he did. I thought some of those questions were actually pretty tough. Not for Jake, though. Jake the Snake. Killing it, man. And now, I might have been wrong, though. I marked him down as 10 for 4. I got to look at the Periscope comments. You know what? I bought a new phone. Another phone. Because I lost this phone the other day. To look at the comments on Periscope. Didn't do it. Didn't fucking do it. So I hope that you guys are enjoying day 3 of the MMA Trivia tonight, live 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So in 4 hours from now, it's 6 p.m. currently here on the East Coast by New York. We got Juice joining. So we already know that Rhino is in the finale. He beat Darce from Brazo Maplata Soup. So now it's between Jake and Juice. Let's see what happens. Guys, I'm Evil Eddie for Pure Evil MMA, pureevilmma.com. Remember, without evil, there's no purity. White knuckles to the end. Behave yourself.